All right, guys, it's Monday afternoon. Well, I'm wrapping up here on site. Just came out to do a quick inspection of the footers. They got poured last week. I've given the concrete contractor the latter part of last week to get everything cleaned up, and I needed to get out here to check the elevations on the footers, caution tape off this clean out pit, make sure that nobody falls in there, or if they do, they've been adequately warned, and just do a final assessment and mark out where the sand delivery is going to get delivered. So typically, whenever we get done with the footers, after they've cured, we will come out and we will check the elevation of all the footers. Go around, we'll check the elevation all the way around, document any discrepancies that may or may not be there, and then notify the next trade. We respect our trades. We want them to not be blindsided by anything like that. So that's the way that we do things here at Benchmark. A Benchmark superintendent comes out, checks the elevations, documents it, lets the mason know. That way everybody's on the same page. This footer turned out really good. We've got a couple areas that are a little bit high. It's not the end of the world. The block mason will have to scribe those blocks so that they fit the footer perfectly, because we want our bottom course to be perfectly level. We want the course set on the footing to be perfectly level and perfectly like the perfect elevation for everything. So that being said, you may notice more dense concentrations of rebar here and there on this footing. And let me go ahead and explain that to you. So these rebar right here are 24 inches on center, and the rebar that are over there and over there are 60 inches on center. And the reason for that is mainly that it's holding back grade. So these rebar here that are all concentrated together at 24 inches on center are intended to go into every third block cell. And then we will fill that third block cell full of concrete. And then these that are 50 inches or 60 inches apart, those also, and corners obviously get marked or get steel in them, because we want the corners to be reinforced. Those also get poured solid with concrete. So the reason that is a higher steel content and there's more getting filled in over there, more block core cells getting filled in, is because that's holding back grade. When that block is done, we're going to fill the entire wall up inside of it, and it's basically going to be a bathtub, but we're going to fill it up with rock, and then that's going to be the patios. Since this is a crawl space home, those patios are going to be sitting on approximately 4 feet of gravel when it's all said and done. And we want to make sure there's structural support to support that load of gravel. That's the way that we do it here at Benchmark. The other industry standard way that I've seen it done here in Tennessee is they will use, instead of 8-inch block, which is what we're using for the inside, they will use 12-inch block. They will forego the rebar. They will not put in concrete, and they're basically hoping that because the block is a foot wide, that the pressure is not great enough to push it out. It can push it out. It's a strong possibility that when they run a plate compactor on that gravel, it'll push that block and break it. But they're hoping, I guess that's what the game plan is there. We don't like to leave stuff to chance here at Benchmark. We go ahead and we actually fill it in with concrete. It's structural, it's never going anywhere. The house is permanent. Short of an earthquake, this house is never going anywhere. They're never calling a foundation company, because this foundation is bulletproof. And honestly, it's the most important part of the entire home. Everything is built on top of this. If you don't get this right, then you're calling a restoration company down the road to fix your foundation. It's a tiny bit of money for peace of mind. This is the way to do it, folks, I'm telling you. Anyway, let me give you the quick panoramic tour. There we go. Notice a very clean job site. There's no trash. We don't leave any junk. My contractors clean up after themselves. We require it, we demand it, and we enforce it. And that is that, folks. The survey company's coming tomorrow. They're going to pin all the corners, and the mason's coming on Wednesday to start laying block. This job is moving forward as quick as we can get it moving forward. We're always trying to beat the weather, so we are at the mercy of Mother Nature. And that's just the nature of construction. Until this home is dried in, meaning we've got shingles, we got windows, and we got doors, anything can happen. Honestly, once the windows are done and the roof is on, we're using zip systems on this house. The house at that point is technically weather tight, because all the doors that go into the house are actually on they are underneath like covered canopies and things of that nature. Except the garage door over there though, mind you, that one. But the garage door itself, it's a 20-foot door on this home. It will stay open until way later and down on the project. We don't put the garage door in until way later on the project, primarily for mitigating damage to the door. Until we get to drywall being finished, that garage door will not be on there. Once we get painting done and all that's finished, the garage door will go in, because garage doors are expensive and we do not want to ruin them. And we don't want to make it difficult for our trades. It's all about chess pieces and stacking everything up exactly the way that it needs to go. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, give you a panoramic tour from this side. And there you are. That's it for today, folks. I'm gonna get out of here and we'll see you again on Wednesday.